Hey everybody out there, my name is Dragnix, and this is Guild Commander. It is $4.49 on the Steam store that came out today. It is an interesting simulation game, being a very niche game. It will satisfy those who have the OCD, control everything type of gameplay mechanics that you would want. And coming from somebody from ADD and OCD, yeah, I can see where the appeal is. However, it is still not the kind of game that I would play. It does have some faults, unfortunately. It does have some interesting mechanics and just, you know, a general simulation game. It doesn't do anything different, but let me just show you what I'm talking about. So, I'm going to make Nix's Nutters. Of course, Dragnix is crazy. So, of course, we're going to be Nix's Nutters. So, what am I talking about? Well, let's get into this. You are one of the few to have escaped the Dead Isle, a power base of the Necrolord, survived all the hordes, and only a matter of time before the Necrolord conducts an all-out assault. Getting old, world is filled with hardship, danger, blah blah blah. With all the wealth I have accumulated, I am going to build my own guild to strengthen the defenses and deal with things. Alright, let's first, before we even begin, I'm pausing the game. No, thank you. Before we start, I'm pausing the game. One of the first things you need to do if you do play this game is go to settings, go to controls, and bind these, because they're gonna make a difference. So these actually start, like you see here, Alpha 6, the lore book, it doesn't start with a default control. That I find weird to begin with, because these are definitely most needed, because if you don't pause the game, you're gonna be going quickly on things. But that's why I'm pausing the game. So, first of all, this is our guild. Not a lot to deal with to begin with. We have our little two guild members right now, a scholar and a soldier. You always start with these two. It's always one scholar and one soldier. Scholars have more knowledge, more energy, more health. Soldiers, more strength, a little bit more all around though. Each of these statistics make a difference in terms of the provinces. For each province, they have a status. So for example, you see here, King's Home is alert. Knight's Haven is under construction. Shining Sky is dangerous. Each stat has a better benefit for a certain status. For example, Knowledge does very well in peace, prosperity, and construction. In particular, very strong in construction. Depending on what the character's strengths are, is where I may want to send them. So for example, Nerdorculus here, I probably want to send to either Knight's Haven, Living Isle, or Frontier due to his strong knowledge and construction portion. For the soldier here, he's very good at strength, so he's good at dangerous, chaos, and destroyed. I probably want to send him to like Shining Sky, for example. Now, the thing is that their stats are not built up here, for example. You see that health is only halfway full. Well, how do I deal with that? Well, I deal with that by building rooms, and they help replenish. So, I definitely need a room to increase knowledge. All right, I'm going to build a library. And once I unpause it, you'll see what happens there. Okay, strength, soldier, build a combat hall. Health, well, I'm gonna need a kitchen and some energy. Well, definitely need some bedrooms here. I mean, these guys need to sleep. Morale and equipment, yeah, that's gonna be an issue. I'm gonna build a blacksmith for the equipment. I don't have a lot of gold worth to work with early on, so I gotta be careful about, you know, putting it all out there to begin with. All right, I'm gonna unpause, and you'll notice over time that their stats will increase. You'll see this room target quality. That is a specific how effective the rooms are. Now, each room can be completely changed up in terms of its effect. For example, I'm gonna pause again. I can make the blacksmith better or worse depending on the situation. Like you see here, my equipment's pretty much done. I'm actually going to completely turn off the quality of it. That means I draw less resources from it, which means that my gold won't go down during that time because I'm not paying it as much. So now I need morale. All right. Forget which one of these rooms. Each room has a specific set of rooms that it can deal. Okay, prayer hall. There we go. So, there we go. And so now we'll start to see the morale of the soldier go up and everybody else. So, simple mechanics. It is a very micromanagement game. Now, why I say the pause button is so important is that to get the full benefits out of all your rooms, when you don't have a stat that you need to boost anymore, immediately bring it down to 0. And that's going to save you gold at that point. And that's where the game sort of suffers, is that micromanagement really slows the pace of the game at that point if you want that level of it. And for harder difficulties, yeah, you're probably going to need it, because you'll see why you're going to need it. Now, you'll notice that Stumblefeet is in the reception. I had paused the game again. Well, what's that? Well, each guild members are going to come along. A rogue, best for dangerous provinces. Okay, well, I definitely have a dangerous province that's needed. And really, early on, you're going to need as many members as possible. So sign him up. So let's keep on going here. Now, once I'm comfortable with sending these guys out, he needs a little bit of more awareness, but you know what? I don't have anything to put awareness up yet. Now I do. And I'm losing gold fast. I'm going to have to deploy this guy. So, again, I have a choice here. Where do I deploy him? Well, his strength definitely helps in terms of dangerous situations, chaotic and destroyed situations. What about, let's see, equipment, construction, strong effect, alert, strong effect. I think I'm gonna go with actually putting him at King's Home because it's right here. And as you go down these provinces, it takes it takes you longer to get there. It's more days. Quest earnings are maybe changed up a little bit. Like, for example, quest earnings for King's Home, below average. But, you know, I'm gonna take it. So I'm gonna deploy what orders to King's Home. Now you'll notice that the security value is now green. That means the security value goes going up. Security value being the security of the province in question. Got one person deployed there? Okay, cool. As they're deployed, they also earn gold daily. And so I want to keep my guys deployed while still trying to keep them, you know, up and running. All right, another person here. Another soldier. Soldier's a good all-around guy, so I'll keep him. All right. Let's deploy Nerdorculus here. Let's deploy him to Knight's Haven because he's good with construction areas here. All right. And the soldier's actually reasonably well off at this point. His equipment and energy being really the only portions of it. Every week, you'll get your sort of summary for the week of what was going on. All right, I need to deploy these guys here. Equipment. Yeah, I definitely need to bring up the equipment again. Maybe slowly, but... And again, I need to take into account that everything is going on here, so I don't need knowledge and I don't need anything else, so I'm going to take those off, and hopefully that will help me gain some gold back at this point. All right, soldier needs to get put on. Let's put him over in Odysseus because it's an alert status and the strength. Oh no, let's put him in Shining Sky. Let's put him in Shining Sky. That should help out there. So as you see there, things are looking better at this point. Now, as a person's deployed, their stats drain. So you will see at some point that security may not exactly be green for as long as they're there. They have to deal with everything that's going on. All right. Equipment. We got another guy here. Let's see what he wants. Engineer. He's good for construction. I've got 3. Yeah, definitely want him at this point. And I'm going to set the target room quality there because he needs all these stats. Now, you do notice that my gold is actually going up now. This is what the overall gold flow was from yesterday, so you will see it when it rises that, you know, you may not actually have it being in conjunction with the arrows, but that's fine. All right, the rogue can go out. He's good at dangerous and alert situations. Odysseus is definitely a place that I can send him. All right. what else is available? Well, I can also buy equipment for my guys. So as long as I have the room, I have a blacksmith. So I'm gonna make a defender's helm. All right. And once it's made, it uses the resources once it's made. It costs 350. And so defender's helm is made. That will provide stat boosts for your characters. Fair health. Okay, cool. All right. I'm gonna definitely deploy you to the construction zone because equipment really benefits from that. There we go. And considering that everybody is out, I'm going to completely put my target quality on 0 here because, well, and now look, Shining Sky is actually having problems even though I've got a guild member deployed there because, well, his stats aren't dealing well enough with everything. All right, let's get Avengeus here. Let's up our room quality. There's no... What orders is about to come back? He's not earning a lot of gold because his stats are really drained, and especially his awareness. All right, and... Oh, and now we got another person at the door here. A bard. I don't have one yet. Good and dangerous and chaotic prophecies. Yeah, I'll take him. All right. People are leveling up here. So it is a management game, and the mechanics that I've shown you are really mostly it. Well, sort of. Let me show you a couple of other things. There are local guilds. And local guilds may be useful when a calamity happens, and I'll get to that a little bit more. They're basically gold that you pay off to the local guilds to deal with the situation. You really don't want to do that unless if it really, really is going to screw you over. If you got a calamity is really when you're going to need it, which we'll see a calamity as time goes along here. All right. Let's see. Soldier is recovering rather nicely. So is our bard. Still need our soldier to gain awareness though. And I really do need to see... Let's up the quality here of our awareness because that needs to be boosted here for him. Somebody came back. The bard is pretty much ready to go. Let's pause for a second because I need some time. All right, the soldier's ready to go. Let's see here. Again, strength, dangerous and chaotic. Shining Sky is starting to get a little bit run over, so I'm gonna actually help him out on that.
Let's get going, shall we?
All right. Bard is great with morale, and that's good in chaotic and dangerous and destroyed. Again, that's Shining Sky. I'm actually gonna keep the Bard here for now and sort of wait on that. Oh, surplus, good. I'm gaining gold. All right, and who are you? Adventurer. Again, pretty well-rounded, and I'm going to take him for that. Let's build a little bit more equipment. Let's build a knife. The equipment has somewhat of a boost, but you can sort of get away with it, at least from what I see. All right, we need to actually send the Bard somewhere, and I'm going to send him over to King's Home. I know it's a short time frame. You do want to keep your guys deployed as much as possible because they make gold and help to the security. Sort of important. All right, we haven't had a calamity happen yet, which has been good because calamities really can screw you over rather quickly. All right, we got another adventurer. Let's sign him up. All right, we're gaining gold a little bit. Let's up the quality because definitely want to send, and the soldier's ready. All right, cool. Let's send him, again, strength, good for alert. Let's send him over to, you know, we haven't actually dealt with Frontier yet. Let's send him to the Frontier. And anybody else that's really ready? Well, the Scholar can still stay around. All right. So things are looking pretty good, at least for the time being. Gold is going up, even though the arrow went down there. All right. Now, it does take gold to deploy, so you're always going to need gold in sort of as a reserve in order to be able to deploy people. Stabbis. All right. Yeah, Rogue, I'll take him. I got 3 alert places, so he's going to be useful. Rogues are very good at awareness, which is great in alert and dangerous situations. Definitely better in later game situations, too. Or early game, I should say. All right, gold is going up. Anybody completely green yet, not really. Income from quests, okay. I need to deploy somebody. Let us deploy... I need to make another bedroom, I think. My energy is not gaining as much as I want it. Well, actually, let's make a lounge. That should up my energy. And... gold is holding fast right now, which means that I really do need to deploy somebody. Let us deploy the adventurers to the Knight's Haven. They'll tag team it to help out. Even though it's construction, I'll take the hit on that. The rogue is almost ready. You know what? Let's send him out to Odysseus. Again, alert status, really good for him. Some people came back. Scholar, construction is great for him. Let's send him... Well, somebody just came back, so let's send him to Living Isle. Here we go. So, possibility of calamity striking, 16.5%. So, what is a calamity? Well, it's basically shit went down. And shit going down is not good for you. Not at all. Because even if something that's... Okay, you see here, Knight's Haven is in a peaceful situation. Great. If a calamity strikes there, yeah, it's not going to be peaceful anymore. In fact, it's going to be anything but peaceful. It sort of sucks because it's random, and while it is the random nature of the game, you could be building a lot of, infrastructure and things like that, and all of a sudden, you're sort of screwed. So, sort of sucks in that case, but, you have to deal with it. That's what this game is all about, dealing with everything that's going on. All right. I'm going to get that adventurer here. What is he? A knight? I don't have any things that... You know what? I'm going to stay away from you right now, because really, I don't need you yet. The rogue is going to go to King's Home.
Guess it's time to
It's right here. Soldier still needs energy. Bard needs energy. I'm going to up the output of some of these rooms for energy, because I definitely need more energy at this point. So it's a micromanagement game. This is it, though. This is what you do. You do have the ability to... There's a lore book. I hate things like this where it's just like, oh, here, read all about this. Read about the bard. Work it into your game. Somehow work it into your game. Making items, again, you can build, consumable items and blacksmith items to make your guys a little bit more powerful. I don't see the huge boost from that. Maybe with some of these better armors, but... especially early in the game, you need adventurers. You need people working rather than equipment. So that doesn't seem worth it. Training, it seems to be an overall boost in terms of effectiveness. It's only certain stats, and, it can be useful at certain points. Again, trade guilds are probably your best source of income, and they only happen when... you have gotten your guild rank up to a certain point, and then you're able to build a trade guild there. That will get your gold flowing, and so you want to get that as soon as possible. You can only get trade guilds in situations where they are actually peaceful or under construction. They're not in danger. So Knight's Haven, for example, is probably something that I want to focus on, because even though the establishment cost is low, and I'm probably not making as much money, it's peaceful there right now. Guild rank is done by, well, helping out with your mates and everybody like that, and, helping things up. Calamity strikes, and it's easy, that's good. Frontiers being scavenged by bandits, lawlessness and bad grammar prevails. So, Frontier has now got this bandit horde. So, I'm going to want to help deal with that, and I think I have a soldier there that's going to go help and deploy there. Oh, it's still not gaining. Yeah, I gotta get it to the end of the calamity before it's done. You know what? Let's send the bard there, too.
I'll make sure no one gets hurt.
Yeah, it's still not there. You have to take care of the calamity before it's really gonna keep gaining. At least from my experience. And that is a problem, because you may not have the resources in order to do that. So some of them may screw you over rather nicely. Alright, so I've got everybody out here. I'm gonna take out my room target quality. No one's coming back. Oh no, Avengers just returned. All right. I'm hitting spacebar to change up to my characters here. Gold is coming through. Again, even though I've got 2 people at Knives Haven, the security is not doing as well, but all right. So this is the game. And again, like I said, it has that quality of... Oh, great, another... It has that quality of OCD type management. And some people are gonna like that. However, for regular players, they may have a problem with it. Oh my god, calamity after calamity after calamity. This is not good. And this is where the game starts feeling out of control, because it's just like, okay, hold on. 3 calamities in a row, I was doing well, and now I'm really suffering all over the place. And I'm waiting for guys to come in, get some energy back up. I'm trying to manage things. Hopefully I can do better with these things right now, but honestly, there's not a lot I can do. And the game starts to feel like it's out of your control at certain points. You're basically signing up as many people as possible, trying to do anything to boost these things. Again, I can build local guilds, but the thing is that this is daily cost on these local guilds. And honestly, I have not seen... Let's do it on, like, the enlightened portion. Let's put 50 gold every day. Okay, no, I forgot to actually hit confirm there. Let's put 50 gold there. Oh, that's not the one. There we 53 gold. It's really hard to get specific. All right. That seems to be just draining my gold. It may be doing something. It's hard to see what it's doing, though. And that's somewhat of a major problem. It's just like, okay, how do I know how much gold I need to contribute? Because really, I'm not seeing the benefit of it. So there's a major problem with giving information to the end user in such a way where it makes sense. All right, I'm going to send you to Odysseus. It's still having problems, even though I've seemingly completed it. It's in chaos. Yeah, so honestly, if you do like simulation games and you like controlling everything about them, this game would be for you. If not, well, it's not gonna be. And I do appreciate the take on things. They do try some new things that I haven't seen before in terms of like the rooms and the pausing mechanic. It's definitely for somebody who likes that level of control, but if you don't, you're gonna hate this game. It's gonna feel like it is just bearing down on you over and over again, and that you just don't want to play it. It'll bore you. Oh, my guild's in debt. Now I gotta be very careful because I can go bankrupt. Well, shit. Well, at least my gold is gaining here. And another more perverse paladins. Yeah, see? Problems all over the place. This is on normal. Easy seems a little bit better, but even then, after a period of time, you just feel like things are getting out of hand. And only if you really use that pause button does things get better. Again, that hurts the pacing of the game. All right, so other than that, the sound is nothing to be, you know, that... What's the word I'm looking for? That impressed by. The visuals for this kind of game, for a $5 game, is nice. And other than that, there's not much else I can really talk about. All right, so guys, this is, yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, is this guild management? No, this is guild commander. This is guild commander. I hope you understand where the constraints of this game lie and where it doesn't. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know, check out a couple of other videos if you haven't seen this channel before. I do this content as much as I can. This is trying to make a career out of this. And let me know about your comments and what you thought about the video and everything like that. All right, so this is Dragnix signing out, and I hope you have a wonderful day and keep on gaming. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have a chance, leave some feedback and comments below. If you liked the video, hit that like button. And if you want more content like this, hit that subscribe button. This is Dragnix signing off, hoping that gaming brings as much fun to you as it does for me.